Eldora is dirt late model racing.
Donnie was the dominator here.
Won the Dream, won the World, won the Dirt Track World Championship, other crown jewels.
Big Don is the $1 Million Man.
Donnie Moran, you're a millionaire at Eldora Speedway.
I don't think I ever raced for the $1 million. I raced to win the biggest race of all times. I've been good out there at times even after that, but I just had some bad luck.
Literally, my dad was my idol. He's still my idol. I don't know if I can ever live up to his name or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Eldora Million.
I thought, man, there's no way it's actually going to happen.
You know, we're talking like, holy crap, like, I think this is actually happening again.
You obviously want it to stay in the family.
It could be huge for us. It could be a really big story for my family. Like, my dad won exactly 21 years ago.
I want to win this race as bad as anyone, I can promise you that.
If Devin Moran were to win the Eldora Million, that crowd will go nuts.
Oh, 100% I believe in the $1 Million curse.
Oh, he stuffs it in the wall, Devin Moran, no!
The longer it's went and I haven't won, it just kept getting worse and worse. Yeah, let's just break the dang thing.
Let a rip, Tater Chip.
How about at Buckeye State for Dresden, Ohio's Devin Moran?
If you don't want to win at Eldora, you're not a true dirt late model racer. I would be lying if I didn't say I felt the pressure, you know? We're all going to be in it together, and if we win, we're going to win as a family. If we lose, we lose. It's just the way it rolls.
Growing up, it was late models, and I just kind of stuck with it. I was a rev head, all from go-karts to mini bikes to motorcycles to four-wheelers. And my dad had race cars, and I went to the races, which is Zanesville Speedway, which is now Muskegon County Speedway that I promote. And when I turned 16, I wanted to drive, and over here was the very first track I ever raced at, and that's how I got started. I've always liked Eldora. I remember going there as a young person, and we had a camper, and we actually got to camp right beside the pond before they had any fences or anything changed. I remember watching Doug Kennemer, Charlie Hughes and them guys race up there, and it was really cool. And I was like, man, I'd like to do that one of these days. This place is awesome. And I just was self-determined, and that's what I wanted to do. And it was a great place for me to race.
Coming down for a checkered flag, it's Donnie Moran. He picks up a victory, the $25,000 victory, the World's 100 for 1989.
He lost the entire field in winning the World's 100.
After that last caution period, it's the rain king here to Eldora Speedway. And as you can see, Donnie Moran of Dresden, Ohio, had $100,000 in his pocket.
Coming home to victory. He's won both of them this year. The Dream of the World 100, Donnie Moran, your winner.
Each one, I think, gets a little better, you know, because once you do it, you don't know if you'll ever get to do it again. And it's like, I did it again.
He will become the first four-time winner of the World 100. Donnie Moran, your winner.
We kept having kids, and every time I had a boy, we won the World 100. So I told Brenda, we need to keep having kids. You know, one in 89, and we had Brody in the beginning of 91. And then Devin, you in 94, and Tristan 95 there, and won two of them. Then Wiley come in 97 and won the World in 97. So we kind of took it as like, hey, 4 World 100 victories for my 4 boys. Then it come to the Eldora Million.
Welcome to the Eldora Million. What has to be, without a doubt, the most highly anticipated dirt racing event in the history of motorsport. Another trick out of the bag from promoter Earl Baltus.
I've been so hopped up since last October, you can't believe it. We go out for lunch or go to a party or anything, all I think about is this $1 million race.
It was pretty unbelievable. Can you believe they're going to pay $1 million? Can you believe he's paying $1 million? And that was all the hype and all the talk. And then it was like, you know, I got a good chance to win this.
Brenda Moran's pregnant with their 5th and ended up being their last kid, and their only daughter, Savannah, who's a track queen here, hostess at the racetrack now. She's due a few days after the Million in June.
And I said, well, if we don't get to go, we don't get to go. There'll be another race. And the doctor delivered Savannah, which delivered the other 4. He recommended that she not go. And we went.
Eldora Speedway is no stranger to big money events, but this night something special happens. 100 laps on the hallowed half mile. The winner picks up $1 million.
Be a good nest egg, pay off some debts, loans, you know, it just, everything, you know, it just, $1 million. That's why everybody watches Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on TV, you know, very popular show because, you know, people dream what they could do with this or do with that, and that's the same thing, you know, the 120 people's going to race today, you know, somebody's going to win it.
We got ready to go a couple months before the Million, and I said, CJ, I want to take a brand new car. Oh, you don't need a new car, run the one. I said, CJ, your new car. We never even had time to take it over to the racetrack and test it. We took it up the road and kind of knew how we needed to set it and stuff, and we unloaded that.
This special racing weekend at Eldora Speedway saw 235 different competitors take a shot at the $1.2 million purse.
We're starting on a good spot today, you know, outside pole, one of the heat races, qualified 29th, so I think we'll be okay.
We qualified in the right spot, hit the 5th heat race, won the 5th heat race, got to start on the front row, and the rest is history.
100 laps, the man who sees the checkered flag first is going to be an immediate millionaire. And O'Neal not waiting around for anyone. Don O'Neal blasts through turns 1 and 2, and he's on the way.
I was up in the tower watching the race, and I remember Donnie O'Neal getting out to the lead early in the race. Donnie Moran just chasing.
Up front, the challenge for the lane. Donnie Moran to the inside of O'Neal. A classic slide job in turn 2. Donnie Moran takes the lead here in the Eldora Million.
That engine kept getting stronger and faster and better and hooked up better.
Donnie Moran is wasting no time in just trying to demolish the field here in this Eldora Million.
I was actually part of the team. You know, I feel like when my motor's in the car, that's where I get my energy from. I was told to get off the racetrack more than once. He was getting a lot closer to turn 4 wall than I was comfortable with.
I was a throttle smasher, you know. I'm not saying I was the best, but I don't feel I was the worst either, you know. I like gassing, I like driving it hard, you know. I liked, you know, basically elbows up and get with the program.
Moran clipped the wall, and we'll see if that has any impact. He got a piece of that wall exiting turn 2.
Back in, I loved running close as the wall I could get it. And we scraped it, I think, 7 times that night in the feature. But we always called these bars out here on the back like the Rayburn bar. As you see in cars today, they'd have none of this. That Rayburn bar is basically, you won't knock the deck out of it. Nicked it 7 times, or nicked it or hit it hard, however you want to say it. But, you know, it survived, and that's Rayburn's motto, stronger than dirt.
One more lap for $1 million for Donnie Moran. Smith letting it hang out, trying to close on him. Right up against the fence in turn 2, Moran goes down the back straightaway. Just one more pass through turn 3 and 4. Can he do it? Donnie Moran, you're a millionaire at Eldora Speedway.
And here he is, Donnie Moran!
As soon as I drove the car up on the stage, they said something to me. And it was like, yeah, just trying to be calm, cool, and collective. Yeah, I won, you know, this and that. But the moment it hit me is when me and Brenda got to hug each other.
Donnie coming over to wish wife Brenda a lot of congratulations. The children right here with them. I'd have to say they're the happiest couple here in Rossburg, Ohio right now.
When I hugged her, you know, we both teared up a little bit. And it was like, you know, we almost didn't come. You know, and at that moment, hey, I won the biggest race of all time, I won $1 million, but it was like, you know, we almost didn't come. In that moment, it was just like somebody took a bag of rocks, you knocked them off your shoulders, and just a ton of relief.
Donnie Moran, you're a millionaire.
kind of felt right that a full-time guy like that devoted his life to late model racing, won that $1 million race, and it was his wife right there who has been side by side with him. And that moment, that's like the payoff that, hey, you know, we put all this time into racing, we got $1 million now.
Next morning at 6 o'clock or something, we slept for 2.5 hours maybe, something like that. We both there and we both, you awake? She goes, yeah. You awake? Yeah. We just kind of, we started giggling and laughing. We just said, we might as well get up and go home. So we left the racetrack, drove down in our camper and t-shirt trailer. The guys already brought the hauler home. And Greenville McDonald's, we went in there and two guys right in front of me. And they was ordering and they was talking about the $1 million. Can you believe that guy won that $1 million last night? They had racing shirts on. That was so cool. You know, they was there. And you know what? As to this day, them guys still don't know I was behind them and I had that $1 million check in my pocket when we were standing in McDonald's. They ordered in front of me and I never said a word or anything like that. And I just kind of went out and told my wife that story and she started, you should have said something to him. I said, nah, that was never me. I don't think I ever raced for the $1 million. I raced to win the biggest race of all times. And it just happened to pay $1 million and it was the biggest race in my day. And I kept that car, and if I'm having a bad day or somebody's running on me about, I said, well, I can look at that and smile, and I was like, that's the only one in existence for right now.
Do you believe in a Moran $1 million curse at Eldora?
I don't know. You know, you can say what it is. You know, I've been good out there at times, even after that, but I just had some bad luck. Look how long I raced when I did win the $1 million. You know, I was 40 years old. You know, I've won the Dream, won the World, won the Dirt Track World Championship, other crown jewels. My wife even asked me, she goes, did you say if you'd win that race, you'd never win another race the rest of your life? I said, you know, she asked me questions like that, and I was like, it just must be a curse.
That door side right there is actually the first door side I ever raced with. It was one of my dad's old sides. The car I had didn't have sides, so we went out back and ripped the stickers off Dad and put that on there and found a couple roof 99s and stuck them on and went and raced. Won with it. We won. Growing up at the races, I mean, literally my dad was my idol. He's still my idol. I mean, you see the checks and the trophies behind me, there's a good reason for it. And my dad's been a good dad, you know. He's missed races to come to our football games, and he finally retired to help me. I mean, the year after he retired, we won like 18 or so races, the most races I've ever won in my career. So, yeah, to have a dad that supports my racing and loves me and my siblings and my mom and everyone, it's pretty cool to have.
I think I went to my first race when I was 7 days old, and then Dad won the World 100 a week after that. So it's since I came out of the womb, it's been racing.
When we grew up, you know, we were all over the country, so it wasn't anything new to us. You're like, hey, we're just going on another race. You know, we didn't know what other families were doing or other kids our age were doing. We were just going to another racetrack to go watch some more racing.
It's what I live for. We wake up and our house is right there, and you walk down the hill to our shop, and it's just what I always had a passion for. When I was in school, you get out of school at 3 o'clock and you come work in the shop till midnight. We either worked in the shop or we rode four-wheelers on the hill or raced bikes.
Yeah, we definitely have some competitiveness. Short. Oh, silky. Wiley is out. Sharpshooter gone. We play basketball, football. I mean, we literally cornhole. It does not matter what we're doing. We're trying to beat each other. It's one of them deals where my best friends are my brothers. So when we have an idea, we do it and we have fun and we see who can do it the fastest usually.
Our whole world kind of revolves around racing. Even my friends in college now sit on the couch on a Saturday night and watch my brother race on the TV.
It's obviously our whole lives. It's what we do every single weekend. Racing's almost year-round now, so I don't know what we would do without it. We'd be bored. Be like your average everyday American.
I just wanted to let everybody know that I do the most on the car and I am the favorite sibling.
The whole family's involved, you know. Obviously I'm racing. Wiley's crewed for me forever. Dad's dad, Savannah's Miss Eldora. Tristan, he's always with me racing. He's at the racetrack. And then Brody's not so much on the scene, but I mean, he's still involved. We're a really tight-knit family. we just all kind of had our roles, and fortunately I was the one that got a race, and it's just worked out well.
I made him earn it, because I said, if you can beat me, you're going to beat anybody. And I said, do you think they're going to pull over and let you win? No, it's not going to happen. If you're going to beat them, you have to beat them. You have to be able to drive it. You have to have the desire to do it. And I think it's helped him a lot.
Devin Moran looking strong out front in heat number 2. How about the year for Devin Moran?
Yeah. Oh, he stuffs it in the wall. Devin Moran, no. Oh, he's just getting ready to brag. The best year of his career, his best World 100 finish.
Oh, 100% I believe in the $1 million curse, you know. Dad should have had a chance to win the world that same year, and a couple things happened, and then obviously he just wasn't quite as good as at Eldora after that. And I've had some success there. I've ran second, third in a couple races. I've had a couple decent runs in the Dream of the World, but it's never clicked there.
More and more and more we talk about it, I think it's becoming a real thing. It's always been something weird happen there. You know, we run good, Devin has a flat tire, Wiley puts the wrong tire compound on.
He won the track championship last year just from running the special events, but not with a win. So I don't know what's the deal, but I think Devin Moran will break through eventually.
The longer it's went and I haven't won, it just kept getting worse and worse. So yeah, let's just break the dang thing. I heard rumblings that the $1 million was going to come back at Eldora, but I thought, man, there's no way it's actually going to happen. Like, Lakia, my girlfriend, was laying in bed with me when it came out. We just looked at each other like, holy shit, there's $1 million to win. And instantly, like, my whole family, we got a whole group message together.
We all hop on FaceTime and, you know, we're talking like, holy crap, like, I think this is actually happening again. And then, you know, Devin at that point is instantly already thinking, you know, what do we got to do to win this race?
It could be huge for us. It could be a really big story for my family. Like, my dad won exactly 21 years ago. So if my brother won, like, that would be awesome.
Hopefully, either Devin wins $1 million and probably doesn't win another race at Eldora ever again, or someone else takes the win there and they pick up the curse, and hopefully Devin can go on to, you know, win a couple worlds, couple dreams, and have a pretty successful career at Eldora.
Yeah, I'm over this not winning at Eldora deal. I'm ready to get there and win some races and start our own legacy.
Hey everyone, Tony Stewart here. Just wanted to give everyone an update. Those of you that either saw the race Sunday night or heard about the race Sunday night, it was not what we would like to call Eldora standards. As you can see, we've been ripping it up. We'll get it tightened up. We're going to get it in shape, and we're going to have a $1 million racetrack for $1 million race this week.
Today is Wednesday, June 8th, 2022. We are at the Eldora Million Part 2. Getting some tires ready, hoping that the weather stays away. Not sure if we're going to get a race today or not. It's definitely up in the air, especially after they graded a couple feet of dirt off the racetrack yesterday.
It didn't look like they improved the track a whole lot from the Johnny Appleseed, so the way everything is, I mean, we might go out there and it might be the best thing we've raced on all year, or we might go out there and it'll probably be a shithole.
Really, no one knows what to expect, I think, so we're just kind of all going minute by minute right now. But no matter what, we're all going to be dealt the same hand, and we just got to do the best we can.
It's Eldora. It's a big time race event here at the Big E. Rain, of course, because it wouldn't be a big event without Mother Nature. They have officially postponed. We're doing a double tomorrow.
Maybe Donnie wants to be the only one who ever wins $1 million here. He wants to take that to his grave, you know, in a good 40 or 50 years from now, right?
Yeah, we kind of all saw it coming. We weren't 100% sure, but it rained pretty hard there for a while, so it's, in my opinion, probably the best decision they could have made. It's an all-day deal now, so we got to be focused from the time we wake up till checkered flag drops tomorrow night.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eldora, and obviously the biggest short track weekend on the calendar. And honestly, Tuesday morning, we thought we were just going to have to pull the plug on everything. I've never seen a track crew work harder, including Tony Stewart himself, to try to put this track back the way it needs to be. And as Tony said, to try to give you $1 million track for $1 million night.
Eldora is Eldora, you know. I think the prelims will be as good as the main event, so we just got to get in the show, and then once that happens, it's a whole new deal. Hopefully things fall our way, and we'll see what happens. We got to see how the track is first. That's the biggest thing.
The daytime, I think this bitch is going to get black.
I think it is, too. It's going to get slicker and shit.
I think when it really slicks off, he kind of struggles there. Maybe they'll get lucky, and with the way Eldora's been the last, couple months, that it might not get super slick. There might be a cushion, and it might be survival of the fittest at that point.
Well, they're going to have a fast car, and they're going to have no bad luck. I'm not saying you have to have good luck, but you can't have no bad luck.
Third's the last car out in Group A.
Fuck.
I want to win this race as bad as anyone, I can promise you that. I would be lying if I didn't say I felt the pressure, you know? You try to avoid everything out, but I realized it when I qualified, because when I was sitting in the chute getting ready to qualify, I don't usually get too nervous, and I was like, oh shit, this is for real.
Every time a driver is on the track this afternoon for qualifying, for heats, and for the features, they are accumulating points to the all-important Eldora Million. The defending Eldora track champion in car number 9 out of Dresden, Ohio, to be 27-year-old Devin Moran. Devin Moran, 9th quick on lap 1. Devin Moran, lap number 2, better. 4th quick, 1.5879.
I thought we were screwed there for a minute, you know, but the track never slowed down a ton. The car was just really good, and I just went out there and pretty much held it to the floor and laid the lap down and put us in a good spot.
K1 race gear heat number 4, 12 laps, top 5 transfer. Kate Diller on the pole and Kyle Hammer on the outside. The green flag is out. A Moyer and a Moran going at it. Moran, good start for him, already up to second from 4th, trying to become the 3rd driver to start from outside row 2 to win, and he's going for the lead, and he's got it on the first lap, Dustin. My goodness, Devin Moran looks good from 4th to 1st in 1 lap. As they come out of turn 4, and Donnie Moran, Donnie Moran's son, Devin, is out in front. Oh my. Turn the clock back, baby.
People don't realize the level of pressure that Devin's acquiring right now. Since I was a pretty decent racer in my career, he's had a lot of second seat. Hey, the son of Donnie Moran. Hey, the son of Donnie Moran. And he's had to put up with that a lot, more than people realize.
So when I first started racing, there was probably more pressure than what I got now. I feel like I've kind of just adapted to it, but it's one of them deals where, yeah, my dad's Donnie Moran. He won $1 million. He's won 4 worlds. He's won the dream. I mean, I don't know if I can ever live up to his name or not, but I'm just trying to race and win my own races.
How about it, Buckeye State out of Dresden, Ohio? Your winner, Devin Moran.
How are my restarts, all right?
Good.
God damn, I'm spinning down the straightaway so bad.
Pretty confident there. Wasn't the stoutest of heat races, but everything's always tough here. So we'll either start 1st or 2nd in this feature here. Hopefully we can make some right changes and capitalize. Make sure all 4 are tight. I'm gonna have to go all the way through this and through the deck and put a nut on it.
Your preparation is going to help you win the race. You have to put yourself in position each stage as you go through and make all good decisions. And then hopefully something don't happen.
Let her rip, Tater Chip. Set yourself up for a good exit off too. Looking at your tire, but they said it was completely legal. Stay up, man. Devin's gonna be fucking pissed. We might get put to the tail for our regular tire.
We're not running on a flat tire?
Yep.
Huh?
Are they still looking at the right here?
Kenny's not walking back down here, so we're gonna find out in a second.
I'll be mad as fuck.
Do I need to show you the other one? They saw it.
Yeah, but anyhow, it was supposed to have been done.
Okay.
I mean, you guys didn't do anything.
No, I did
You just
exactly what he said.
But Sam fucked it all. He just fucked it all up.
I just did exactly what he said.
You guys at an advantage with a brand new tire, and these other guys got.
That's it. And it really was like, it wasn't like on purpose. It was actually.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it done to you. That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Racing for $1 million, I want everybody to be
fair.
Getting pissed.
He said they can go yell at Sam if you go out there and win this thing, and they yell at me. Just be smart, go run our own race, and whatever happens, happens. That has nothing to do with it. Keep focused on getting our car better for tonight.
We started at 11 o'clock this morning. It's now 5 o'clock here Eastern time, and right now Chris Ferguson, Devin Moran, Chris Madden, Mike Marlar, 25 laps, the first step to heat race lineups for the Eldora Million tonight.
Devin Moran on the outside, 25 laps, $12,000 to win. Our first A-main is underway here at Eldora. Chris Ferguson going to get the early advantage. Chris Madden rolls into that second spot. Devin Moran going to tuck in line in third.
From the start, I knew I was a little too free. In open air, I was all right, but when I got in traffic a little bit, it made me freer and freer.
Mike Marlar's gone around Devin Moran for third. Devin back to fourth.
Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be car 22 getting it done. Chris Ferguson wins your first prelim feature at the Eldora Million.
I started second and ended up fourth, and I just wanted to get in and out of there, and ended up with good points. Puts us on the front of the fourth heat, and hopefully we get her tuned in for $1 million.
We are done with Wednesday night's program, and we have Thursday night, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I would love to see Devin Moran win.
Oh, Devin Moran. You just saying that because his sister's right there?
So who's your pick for tonight?
Devin Moran, easy.
So who's winning tonight?
Devin Moran all night.
He's a bad, you know what.
That's like bad in a good way, like good.
Bad in a good way, you know what.
I think Devin Moran is going to win $1 million, 100%. Just for the nostalgia.
He's got the Donnie and the Devin.
Hey, it's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
If Devin Moran were to win the Eldora Million, I'd imagine that crowd will go nuts because it's a home state guy. That doesn't happen very often.
It's crazy to think about tonight. $1 million to win a late model race in Western Ohio in a town without a stoplight.
Very rarely in a person's life can one night affect their financial future and really their career as much as a night like this.
Eldora Speedway, are you ready to race?
Eldora is dirt late model racing, you know. If you don't want to win at Eldora, you're not a true dirt late model racer.
21 cars, 15 laps, top 3 transfer. This is Integra Shock's Heat 4. The winner of this heat race will start third in the million. Green flag is on the speedway.
Devin Moran, Earl Pearson Jr. right behind him, the 27-year-old out of Dresden, Ohio. Into turn 3, Devin Moran out in front of Eldora here in heat number 4. Heavy traffic for your leader, car number 9, Devin Moran into turn 1, Dustin.
Man, Moran just thread the needle right there as he split the lap cars at the back of the field. Rick's going to try to drive back down underneath of him at that move, while Moran was able to get by him and allowed Shane Clanton to close back in. Moran has stretched out to a 1.1 second advantage, just a couple laps ago, and Manny Falcon right in front of your race leader. As it looks like a Saturday night at Muskingum County Speedway, Moran's able to work by a slow car right in front of your race leader, and the caution is out. It's Billy Moyer. That could have been disastrous. Wow. Devin Moran once again choosing the inside lane. Clanton going to try to get a better restart this time on the outside. 6 to go.
Devin Moran has led every lap so far.
He'll bring the tie. Touring Racing number 9 through turns 3 and 4. He will start third in the Eldora Million. The winner of heat race number 4 is Devin Moran. How about at Buckeye State for Dresden, Ohio's Devin Moran?
What do you got to say, everybody that's rooting for you here tonight?
Man, I just pray to God we can get it done. You know, it'd be the most special thing in the world. So we're going to go back here and work on this thing, and we're just going to have to drive our asses off and beat these guys tonight.
Shortly, we're about to find out who's going to capture this $1 million prize. All the preliminary events are done. The crews are on ready. The crowd here is on the edge of their seats.
Honestly, it's just been such a build-up. just nerves. Like yesterday, even when I knew the rain was coming, like I was nervous, I had butterflies, and I'm really not like a nervous, emotional person.
Love you. Good luck. Kick some ass, okay? Got it.
Even if we don't win, we're all going to be in it together, and if we win, we're going to win as a family. If we lose, we lose. It's just the way it rolls.
We started with 124. We've whittled the field down to 24 starters. Anybody has an opportunity to win this race from any one of those 24 starting spots. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Eldora Million. They are coming at you 4 wide. There is no moment more special than this. I think you're going to see something happen here tonight that you've maybe never seen happen before. The yellow lights have been turned off. The 2022 Eldora Million is underway.
Indiana and Georgia lead them into turn 1. The Buckeye State driver, Devin Moran, right there. Jonathan Davenport will power to the lead down the back straightaway.
Davenport immediately stretches out to a big advantage. Pierce, O'Neill, Moran. That's not Bob, Don, and Donnie. That's Bobby, Hudson, and Devin running second, third, and fourth. Battle for second. Bobby Pierce has that position. Devin Moran trying to take it away.
Devin Moran is going to second in car number 9.
The lead is 6.1 seconds for Jonathan Davenport over Devin Moran. We'll see if Moran is able to close that gap any. 23 laps in the books, 78 to go.
There's nothing that you can say, hey, he's going to be a top-tier driver, he's going to be good. Every individual that races, it's what you put in, it's what you get out of it.
And when you're out there and you're driving, you got to make good decisions while you're racing.
Chris Madden from 19th, trying to move onto the podium and work by Devin Moran. There are just 5 cars on the lead lap in a caution-free race.
I was just trying to stay super focused all night. There for a while in that feature, I was like, man, I'm still in fourth. Just like, don't do anything stupid. A caution could come out late. I thought there would be a chance, and it was.
Oh, and the caution is out again. Trouble over in turns 3 and 4.
Moran still's got a shot, doesn't he? Keep an eye on that blue and white 9. 9 to go for $1 million.
Jonathan Davenport smashes the loud pedal, and we're back underway in the Eldora Million with 9 to go.
It was a lot. This race means a lot to all of us, and it's kind of hard to watch.
3 laps to go for Jonathan Davenport. And Chris Madden just slid up in front of Devin Moran to take the 3rd spot away. Moran trying to grab that spot back. But for the final lap and a half, James will keep it glued to your race leader.
McCready's off the pace. McCready's off the pace, Dustin. Going down the back straightaway, he may have a flat tire.
Oh, and the caution is out. A flat on McCready.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a 2-lap dash for over $1 million. The green flag is out, and we're back underway at the Eldora Million.
I wanted to be in second on that restart so bad, and I just let Chris, I messed up enough to let him get in front of me, and didn't give me that chance, you know.
They'll head down the back straightaway for the final time.
Here comes Devin Moran.
Moran's got to run. Madden going to try to give it one last effort. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Your next millionaire is Jonathan Davenport. Chris Madden finishes second. Devin Moran third.
I wish I could have got that restart in second
if I
there.
If I could have been in second, I could have had a chance.
I know, but can't complain.
Fuck, how much fun so bad.
We weren't bad.
It's the best we've ever been here.
Oh, by far.
Damn, man, we had a slim chance and just missed our opportunity, you know. I mean, it's hard to complain. We just ran third at the biggest dirt late model race in the world, so. And I've never been very good at Eldora, but Man, I just wanted to keep it in family tradition, but that's just how it is.
Sorry. Yeah, it's, I don't know, like my family means a lot to me, and it was a very emotional race, and Devin's held it together more than I have today. I just grew up with my dad, like that was kind of like the persona of our family and the highlight of his career.
What a proud day this will be for the Moran family and all the people who stuck for this gutsy, determined driver, Donnie Moran.
I was born into racing. I was born 4 days after my dad won that race, and it's just, I don't know, it's been everything to us.
When I stood on the stage at Eldora, there was nothing like it. I was in that moment, I lived that moment, that's what I like to do. But that moment is done and passed on for me. Now I want to see that with all my kids, you know, to make that moment for them.
Would you trade one of your Eldora crown jewels for Devin to win one if you could?
No, because them was mine. He has to get his own.